What if all those parallel universes that scientists have been talking about actually collided? If infinite universes do exist, they'd probably look something like this. There are other versions of you making slightly different choices, having different thoughts. In fact, every choice you've ever made has branched out into its own separate timeline, creating a multiverse. So let us say one version of you decided to become a scientist and uncovered evidence for the multiverse. That's pretty cool, but also pretty lonely. How would you feel about meeting other versions of you? Maybe you'd be excited to meet a parallel spouse, someone who loves you no matter what version of you they're looking at. Or maybe you'd be terrified seeing all the horrible things you could have done if you'd made different choices. What if there was a version of you that chose to be evil? All these colliding universes would cause physics to break down. Gravity would warp, time would stop, space would buckle. Some universes would merge together smoothly, like mixing two different shades of the same color, while others would result in huge explosions. One universe where dinosaurs never went extinct could merge with one where humans never evolved. That would be one big extinction event. Governments would try to weaponize the colliding universes, sending spies into other dimensions to steal technology, or starting wars against alternate histories where they lost. Scientists would try to understand what was happening, cobbling together new theories to explain how multiple realities were interacting. But what if some people had double lives? They could be spouses in one universe and single in another, parents in one timeline and childless in another. Everyone would be living 2, 3, maybe infinite lives all at once. It would be like being pulled in 10 different directions at once. Finally, the question of which version of you is the real you. If infinite versions of you are running around, then which one gets to decide what happens next? Would the smartest version of you take over, or the richest, or the strongest? If the multiverse is made of quantum foam, then perhaps the best way to understand it is that it's fundamentally random. Even the act of observation can't reduce the number of possibilities. Every time you look into the foam, you're creating more bubbles. So what if parallel universes did collide? Would we see endless possibilities or the end of everything we know? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun science shorts. Now here's another video on the multiverse that you might enjoy. What if the entire universe was just a computer simulation? If you're in a world full of ones and zeros, then who's controlling the system? Maybe you are.